everyone, Kid Natural here with a special episode of our show. Today, I would like to introduce to you the King of Chiro, the Sultan of Subluxations, head honcho of health. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my partner in crime, Dr. Guy Reikeman, president of Life University.
Hello, Kid Natural. You're awesome. It's great to be here.
Dr. Reikeman, I'm Kid Natural, and I do my best to lead my crew around here, but you're like President Natural. You lead an entire tribe of people to living healthier. So how'd you come up with the idea of Kid Natural?
You know, really interesting. It had to do with my grandsons, kind of like you. They had just finished their last Pee Wee football game, and the whole team was headed to McDonald's. So we were sitting at McDonald's, and they're eating that sort of horrible food. And I noticed the placemats that they give you where kids draw with crayons on, and it was all about vaccination and all sorts of medical issues they were relating to health. And I thought, my goodness, we need to counterbalance this. We need to get some real information out about health. And so we dreamed up Kid Natural.
I like to think I'm a pro at healthy living, but you have a few years on me, and you still look great. So what's your secret?
Well, the secret to health has to do with your nerve system. We know that your nerve system is you. And so if your nerve system is working well, your body will respond and be healthy in the environment. If you damage or interfere with your nerve system, it produces diseases, it produces malfunction in the body, and it really produces early death. You know, they pronounce people legally dead, not when your heart has stopped beating, but when your nerve system has stopped working.
Oh, okay. How do I keep from harming my nervous system?
Your nerve system is critical. You've got to have it free of interference. You can have physical traumas. Remember Superman? He fell off a horse, broke his neck, and he actually lived less than he should have lived because of damage to his nerve system. So that's physical trauma. The second way is environmental toxins, cigarette smoke, pollution. And the third thing are emotional stresses. You put your body, your nerve system under a lot of stress. It may not be able to respond and adapt to it.
Wow, that's great. We all want to be healthy. So what would you tell the viewers at home that want to stay healthy?
Well, there are 5 basic things that people need to look at to be healthy. One is chiropractic care. Clean up the foods that you eat. Make sure you have a positive outlook. That affects how you respond to emotional stresses in the environment. You've got to have exercise, what we call functional kinesiology. And finally, you've got to make sure that you don't damage it, like with concussions. You know, half of high school kids playing football today have had 1 or more major concussions. So put those 5 things together, and you've got a pretty healthy lifestyle.
Thanks for the advice. That's the kind of stuff that really gets me going. Let's get down to business. How are we gonna get our message out to everyone?
Well, there's a scientist by the name of Everett Rogers, and he found that when 18% of a population adopts an idea, that there's a tipping that occurs. They call it the tipping point. What we've got to do is we've got to create a shift in healthcare, and that shift has got to be not towards more drugs and more surgery and more money being spent, but how do we actually create real health from the inside out? We've got to hit a tipping point of 18%.
Awesome! I can't wait for everyone to have natural health care. Dr. Reikeman, last time I was at my chiropractor, I saw the Amplified Network. Isn't it in every chiropractic office?
Well, Amplified is the way that we're going to hit this 18%. It's a fantastic website. You register all of your social media sites, and it takes whatever messages you want to send out and automatically formats them to those particular environments. Let's say that we had 20,000 chiropractors. Each one of them had 1,000 people following them, say on Facebook through their social media efforts. That makes 20 million people. If we send out a message to 20 million people and even just 5 of these 1,000 people in a doctor's office sends it on to someone else, we've now hit 100 million people.
That sounds like a great plan. So Dr. Reikeman, what's my role and how does it work?
Your role is to get these public service announcements put together. We'll get 20,000 chiropractors signed up. That's our job. Each chiropractor then needs to get, as we talked about, 1,000 people in their office signed up and following them. Then every day you need to go to Amplified, push it out to your community. So we each have a role. You have your role to create the information, do the education. My role is to get 20,000 chiropractors signed up. The chiropractors need to get 1,000 patients following them in their office, and then go to Amplified every day and make this thing work.
We create the content and the chiropractors bring it to the people who haven't heard about the tick lifestyle. That sounds like a breeze. I'm going to call you President Easy from now on. And that's keeping it real. So, where are you taking me for lunch?
Well, not McDonald's.
This has been a public service announcement from Kid Natural.
Kid Natural is not a substitute for professional healthcare advice. Always seek the advice of your chiropractor for issues regarding your health.
You still watching this? You want to help me save the world? Yeah! Then share this video with everyone you know.